Hello students, welcome back. This is Shahid sir. So we were discussing about life processes. Our next topic is how do organisms obtain their nutrition. As we have already discussed, the types of nutrition in different organisms is different. Plants are autotrophic or animals are heterotrophic. In this, we'll discuss about mode of nutrition in animal. As we already know this, the mode of nutrition in animal is heterotroph. They are heterotrophic. So there are different methods of obtaining food for different animals. Animal cannot make their own food and hence they obtain their food either from plants or from animals. So all the animals can be divided into three groups on the basis of their food eating habit. They are namely herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So we'll discuss all the three types in detail. This we have discussed earlier. Heterotrophic nutrition can be classified into three types: saprophytic, parasitic and holozoic. Saprophytic means organism depends on dead substances. Parasitic organism depends on living organism. And holozoic, in this type of nutrition, organism is getting complex food and convert this complex food into the simple food with the help of digestive enzyme. So in this lesson we'll discuss about holozoic nutrition in detail. So there are three types of holozoic nutrition. Now based on this, organism can be classified into three types. These are the types of animals, namely herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So we'll discuss each in detail. Herbivores. So what do you mean by herbivores? So these are the organisms which eat plants only. So they are said to be the plant eater. Example, goat, cow, etc. These all the organisms are eating plants only. Second one is carnivores. So what do you mean by carnivores? So these are the organisms which eat animal only. So they are also said to be the meat eater or flesh eater. Example are lion, tiger, etc. Omnivores. Omnivores are the organisms which eat both plant and animal. So they are eating plant as well as animal. Examples are man, rat, etc. Our next topic is nutrition in amoeba. So as we already know this, amoeba is a unicellular organism. So basic information of amoeba is written here. Amoeba is unicellular organism. It means it is having a single cell only. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic. So it is getting the complex food and convert this complex food into a simple food with the help of digestive enzyme. The process of obtaining food in amoeba is called phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means self-feeding. Why it is said to be the phagocytosis? Because we already know this. Amoeba is having a single cell. So whatever it is getting the food, it is getting the food directly to the cell. That's why it is said to be the self-feeding. The process of taking the food is said to be the phagocytosis. Now steps involved in the nutrition in amoeba are as follow. Steps are namely ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So we'll discuss each step in detail. First one, ingestion, to intake. It is a process of taking food. So ingestion means intake of food. Amoeba takes in food using temporary finger-like extension known as pseudopodia. Here you can see the pseudopodia. Temporary finger-like projection, it is said to be the pseudopodia. When pseudopodia fuses with the food particle, it forms the food vacuole. In next slide you will see the food vacuole. See here the food vacuole. Food vacuole is formed. So next step is digestion. What happens in digestion? So digestion means complex substances are broken down into simpler substances inside the food vacuole. So it is said to be the digestion. Absorption. So digested food diffuses into the cytoplasm is said to be the diffusion. Is said to be the absorption. So absorption means food particle diffuses into the cytoplasm. So food particle diffuses or entering into the cytoplasm. This process is called absorption. Next is assimilation. So what do you mean by assimilation? Now what actually organism need from the food? They are getting the food to form the energy. Whatever we are also doing the same thing. We are getting the food, we need the food to get the energy. Amoeba is also doing the same thing. They require food to get the energy, to form the energy. So formation of energy from the food is said to be the assimilation. Conversion of one form into the other form is said to be the assimilation. So they are having the food. This food is then converted into the energy. This process is said to be the assimilation. Here you can see the process of assimilation. Next step is egestion. Now what do you mean by egestion? The remaining undigested material is moved to the surface of the cell and thrown out is said to be the egestion. Here you can see the undigested food. So whatever the undigested food is remaining in the body of amoeba has to be removed from its body. This process of removal of undigested food from the body of amoeba is said to be the egestion. Thank you.